For decades, the poultry industry has prioritized a single metric, producing the highest possible volume at the lowest unit cost. This strategy creates a vast physical footprint. Hundreds of identical barns are required to meet market demand, locking the producer into significant land commitments. Sustaining this infrastructure requires a relentless flow of undifferentiated output. Because the product is a commodity, the producer is a price taker, with margins often dictated by global market fluctuations. This chart highlights the current Chilean market, where CintAzul holds a 13% share. Expanding in this saturated environment by purchasing more farms increases fixed overhead and debt exposure. Without a way to differentiate the product, the company remains vulnerable to the cyclical nature of commodity pricing. Shifting to an allocentric model allows the company to reduce its reliance on physical assets while diversifying its revenue streams. Current market volatility makes prediction difficult. Instead, long-term stability depends on interpreting four shifting environmental forces. The first of these forces is macroeconomics. Biosecurity threats like avian flu can shut down a centralized physical operation overnight, halting revenue while fixed costs remain. Physical constraints are also tightening. Scarcity in land and water, compounded by climate shifts, makes large-scale agricultural assets increasingly expensive to maintain. The second major force is microeconomics. Demographics are shifting. As populations age, there is a rising demand for calcium and functional proteins to combat conditions like sarcopenia, creating a market segment that values nutritional results over the lowest shelf price. The third force disrupting the industry is regulation. Sustainability mandates are changing how the industry views waste. The eggshell, once a byproduct for disposal, is now a source of high-purity biological calcium with significant industrial value. And the final enabling force is technology. Biotechnology and data analytics now allow us to program the molecular profile of the egg through specific dietary inputs for the poultry. These combined forces challenge the viability of a linear production model, requiring a transition towards orchestration. Managing all resources internally creates high friction and slows expansion. A more flexible strategy relies on coordinating a network of specialized external partners. CintAzul is transitioning from a traditional manufacturer into a system orchestrator. We scale our production through independent partners, eliminating the need to acquire more land or build more facilities. This network model splits responsibilities. Partners provide physical infrastructure, while CintAzul provides science. We coordinate with elite farmers who manage operations. We integrate nutrigenomic laboratories to design micronutrients. We connect with startups that industrialize biological byproducts. We also include agritourism nodes to provide radical transparency. Consumers can verify these network data points in real time, confirming the health and origin records of their specific purchase. Each node operates as a specialist. The complexity of managing these diverse relationships simultaneously creates a defensible market position. CintAzul operates as a dual-sided platform rather than a traditional agricultural firm. On one side, producers seek market access for their output. On the other, consumers and industrial clients seek functional nutritional value. This platform is powered by a proprietary process. We translate health trends and market demands into specific biological instructions that our partner farmers execute. We treat the production cycle as a digital biological loop, where the egg is the hardware and the precise nutrition profile is the software. This integration creates a defensive moat for the company. Competitors focused solely on physical supply chains lack the digital and scientific infrastructure to replicate this coordinated ecosystem. Growth is no longer tied to the pace of capital expenditure. By decoupling growth from asset ownership, expansion moves at the speed of information. We use a modular framework to scale. The first module is the biodigital protocol. This standardized nutrition guide can be deployed at any partner farm to ensure scientific consistency. The second is the brand seal. This allows us to extend our scientific authority into new categories, such as functional pastas or calcium supplements. The third is the IoT traceability node. This technological layer plugs into existing partner infrastructure to provide central data oversight. Finally, the circular economy algorithm provides the technical instructions for external industries to monetize our waste materials. These modular blocks enable rapid regional expansion. We are scaling across international borders by connecting with existing capacities rather than building them from scratch. Physical and capital limits are no longer the primary constraints on our growth. The primary boundary is now the reach of our strategic network. Orquestration serves as a mechanism for high-value innovation, moving the company beyond the limited gains of operational efficiency. Our output is a technologically enabled nutrition system rather than a standard agricultural commodity. This mature ecosystem consists of specialized actors across science, logistics, and production. Value moves continuously across the network, allowing the system to adapt as new consumer data or biosecurity risks emerge. In this model, financial growth follows the successful coordination of the ecosystem. Increasing value for the network leads to improved performance for the company.